directed closure of any bridge. I'm not in charge of the waterways, but as somebody, a minister of the Federal Republic, so I have seen that it's going to be dangerous. So I'm calling on, is it the relevant authorities that are in charge and Lagos State government, so as a responsible Nigerian, so I'm announcing that the waterways between Eko Bridge and Kata Bridge should be closed to boat and ship traffic, to save lives. Yes. So don't go to say that I announced Kata Bridge and Eko Bridge closed down. We inspected the Top Mainland Bridge, what is happening below the deck. Awarded to Julius Berger, the Kata Bridge too. And we are satisfied with the work they're doing. I can say that the work on Top Mainland Bridge is about 50% completed, and that of Kata Bridge is about 70% completed. We didn't visit Idodo Bridge because it's a small work. I think it's about 5 billion, but it's not as dangerous as what is happening under the deck of Top Mainland Bridge and the Kata Bridge. Now, part of Julius Berger's work is to reinstate the deflected slab in Top Mainland Bridge. We don't have deflection in Kata Bridge, and this is the reason why we closed the Top Mainland Bridge against big trucks. And so they are insisting that they have a new design to tackle that because it's a very delicate work. And they want our designers to go with them to Germany and look at the new design and then, give approval. And so I've approved that will happen. We will nominate 4 people that will go with them to Germany and look at the new design method, and then we will, approve. I'm not sure that Berger is happy with me, so I'm not going to go to their home country. So when they change their character, then we can be friends again. And so we had a very terrible situation, at Eko Bridge, one of the pie caps. And again, I was only told last night, and that is not good enough. But I want to believe that, all the staff of Ministry of Works is going to be very much at alert in reporting, emergency situation like this. So a dredger, hit one of the pie caps. The pie caps is like the legs to human beings. What the pie cap and the pies are to the bridges are what the legs are. So imagine, a vehicle hitting, one of your legs. And so I immediately directed divers to be deployed. And I went, to the smaller boats to monitor the level of damages below the water occasioned by this dredger that hit this. And I was, very shocked. A whole one pie was totally removed. And the what is holding that particular section is only the rods. So some of the rods are removed. So it's like a whole leg of somebody is cut off. Luckily for us, because I was going to announce shutting down, but I've looked at it and it's something we can, even very delicate, but we can restore it. There will be no need of shutting down this thing, but it's an emergency situation because one pie is totally out. And so I'm discussing with Berger on what they should do and what they should do immediately to restore that. But let me announce, and I appeal to the governor of Lagos State to please enforce that the waterways between Kata Bridge and the Eko Bridge should be closed. Because the dredger that hit the pie caps and the pies, tumbled and they got sunk. And I know that you all saw it. And so part of it is being seen. And so if a boat or ship is now going through that way, it may be very dangerous. And if we have a high tide, you may not see it. So what is safe is for that section of the waterway to be, closed down. And so I'm alerting all the authorities, the Navy, the Lagos State government, they have always been very proactive. This section must have to be closed down immediately. And I want you to help me to announce it, in radio, televisions, newspapers, that this section is closed down. I learned that the the owner of the ship or whoever is the captain, the dredger is being arrested. And so we are going to take decisive action because what the damage is very major. And I also saw along the line a very serious dredging along Top Mainland Bridge. Notwithstanding that Federal Executive Council about 4 months back banned dredging, nationwide, any form of dredging, 10-kilometer radius from all bridges in Nigeria. So I was very shocked to see that dredging is still taking place. And I'm told that the person has been arrested. I want to hand them such people when they hand them over to me to the law enforcement agents because it's defilement of the Federal Executive Council directive chaired by Mr. President. And the punishment is very, very heavy. The dredging of sand along seas and rivers is very dangerous because all the pipes in Lagos State were executed through skin friction, which means that it is the sand that is holding the pipes and holding the bridge. And so if we now go ahead to continue to excavate this sand, it's dangerous. At the Top Mainland Bridge, we have installed a camera, to observe what is going on top and also under the water, and so under the bridge. And so we're going to be looking at that for all the bridges in Lagos, even though it's quite a lot of cost. So this is what we noticed, and it's very dangerous. And so I'm announcing again and again all forms of dredging in all our bridges in Lagos and all over the country to please stop. It's very dangerous, for the survivor of the bridges.